1994 I spotted my first Walt Disney Classics Collection sculptures, these two mice, Gus and Jaq. And this month, in the Lord Leicester Hotel in Warwick, I would get to see before doors opened at the Castle China hosted Walt Disney Classics Collection Spring Premiere event with Carol, along with Claire, videoing the 2012 sculpture releases.
This is all the new pieces, fabulous new pieces. All of these across this shelf, and quite a few on the bottom. That there is Tinkerbell, which is the event piece.
Yeah.
A lot of limited editions, and as you can see, very low limited editions.
In the mid-90s, part of my early morning work, before guests came in the store, was to clean the glass in a cabinet just like that. This is, I think, the second catalogue the Walt Disney Classics Collection released. And that's the first ever sculpture, the Field Mouse from Bambi, Cinderella, Dreaming. I worked my way up to collectibles specialist. A lot's changed since then, and so they say has the collectibles market, but 2012 is the 20th anniversary of the Walt Disney Classics Collection.
Mickey round the corner here, let me show you Mickey. The response we've had to the new Mickey in the Field Mouse.
Really?
And
That's the anniversary.
It is the anniversary piece.
For me, these sculptures are up there with the theme parks and movies themselves. And I hope my enjoyment of the line comes through in the still lifes I now draw of the porcelain figures. 1994, I was at a place where I didn't really know what my dreams were, but now my dreams are actually huge, and just part of those dreams is to be recognised alongside authorised fine art artists. At the event, I brought up my latest still life of the sculpture, Royal Introduction, including a hand-embellished version onto which I'd laid unique real oil pastel touches onto the Jaq print using this special iridescent blue oil pastel containing a pearly luster. What do you think of my display, Claire?
Beautiful. I haven't looked properly yet. I want to see if you've got any new ones that I haven't seen in the flesh.
Isn't it lovely?
It's just so different. It's not like any other Disney art I've ever seen yours. It really stands out. If I was to walk into a gallery and see your work and say Tim Rogerson and the other guys, Tricia Buchanan Benson and all the other artists I've met, I wouldn't straight away be able to pick theirs out, but I would with yours.
Wow! Oh, that's so nice. They don't release these society magazines anymore. We see everything announced online now, but I do wish they'd go back to photographing the sculptures in settings like this. That's the real book you see at the opening of Cinderella. But I belong to a Facebook group in which we all upload our own photos of new purchases. And at the beginning, the Walt Disney Classics Collection only produced sculptures from movies that Walt himself had personally touched, like Cinderella. And even though that was special, I'm glad they opened it up to newer characters. So, whether it's despite or because of these changes, over 20 years, the excitement over this line is still there. Rapunzel from Tangled wasn't even on display at the event because they had all been sold beforehand. You may be pleased to know though, thanks to Marie, I got to have a look at this brand new heroine from our generation.
The edition is £7.50.
Like Christmas morning.
She's lovely.
Oh, that is really nice.
She is really pretty, isn't she?
Yeah.
So what else can they bring out from that then, really?
Him.
They can bring him out, can't they? And the witch, I guess.
Oh yeah, the mother,
The
yes.
mother. And the detail was really good.
It's like one of the old school Classics Collection pieces, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It is lovely.